Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik from RazorEmporium.com. Today, to continue our series on the Razor Archive videos, and we're going to talk about the Gillette Malord. Now, maybe you've heard of this, maybe you've seen a couple sets. We're going to talk about all the different versions. So, in the beginning, it was 1940. Gillette was doing some test marketing of this new tech razor with a thin handle, and it features a butterfly. Of course, this is now the one-piece design that Gillette's moving towards. And they put up a razor set called the Malord. Now this particular set, a Malord and Milady, a his and her set, came out in Christmas 1940, white packaging like this. The traditional brown packaging, sometimes it even says Malord on top as well. But this Christmas set is kind of the earlier rendition of the Malord, and that's going to have a little kind of smooth band above the butterfly mechanism, the knob. It's going to have no end caps. Of course, it's going to have the solid guard bar. And it's going to have non-notched center bar. And evidence of that, and kind of proof of why that is the reason, is because these original sets still feature 5 Gillette blue blades. And these are, even in the advertisements, you see them. They are physically putting the blade and placing it into the razor. The later sets are going to have the dispenser. This is after World War II. This is now 1946, 1947 time frame, and you're going to have the Malord put up with a dispenser. And you'll also notice that at this point, there's no more smooth band. There are end caps present, and you have a notched center bar so you can actually hook the blade on and have it drop onto the razor for quicker loading. And quicker loading means quicker using the blades and buying more. Don't ever forget, guys, I say it every time, but it's always was the game. From 1903, 04 up until today, Gillette has always been there to sell blades. They just have gotten more clever with it over the years. So these razors are kind of cool because, in my opinion, they're kind of like the grandfather to the Super Speed. They're still carrying over this kind of gold, higher end model, higher price point, and they are trying to appeal to the average guy. Now don't forget, you can still buy an Aristocrat in this time period for $3.79 or $4 or so. These were the budget friendly models, and they even had ones shortly after this even more budget friendly. But the kind of cool thing is you have a his and hers. So in this 41 set, you've got matching ladies razor and guys razor. Even, I mean, they don't, a lady could use this, no problem. In fact, you could make the argument this would be better for lady use because it has a longer handle. But a lot of women weren't quite shaving their legs quite yet. They were still shaving their underarms, so a small dainty razor in a small, easily, camouflaged or concealed. An easier concealed box may have been more ladylike. You think about World War II, you think about nylon needing to be used, stockings, leggings were being used by, no longer in production because that material had to be used by the military. So you didn't really have leg shaving quite out yet. This is 41. Later you have leg shaving be more popular, but not quite yet. But the Malord series, again, interesting to find. A lot of times when you do come across them in the wild, they will be pretty beat up. The gold plating will be gone. I'm pretty lucky to have this set here. Has the original price tag. Even says Malord Razor $250. Has the original sealed blade pack. The plating condition on my particular razor set, not that great. I'd say it's average or fair. But again, I don't do revamping on my collection pieces. I leave them exactly the way I find them. In fact, I usually just dust them off with a compressed air and I leave them alone. But gold plating was always a little bit more susceptible to damage over the years. It's just not as durable as, let's say, nickel. On a rarity scale, the Gillette Malord, where 1, you can find it in a thrift store, and 5, it belongs in a museum, I would say the Malord razor itself is pretty low. They made a lot of them. I would say it's maybe 1, 1.5, just the razor. Now, if you find the original box, you find the original price tag, blades, you're definitely going to go up in value, maybe 3, 3.5. It's never going to hit the 4 or 5. It's just not that rare of a set. There's a lot of them out there. but definitely very cool. So I would say that the Milady razor set would be a little bit higher on the scale just because they're harder to find. I don't think as many were sold. I would say just the razor alone, maybe 2.5, 3, so like basically a full point higher than the Milord. And if you have the case and the blades, probably 3.5 or 4. Definitely a little bit harder to find, especially this kind of this Christmas edition set in the white leather. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We're happy to share this knowledge with you, do some knowledge dropping. If there's something that I missed, though, something you know about this set that I didn't mention, please leave a comment. And if you do, you are entered in to win this, the official Razor Emporium black and blue t-shirt. We love making these videos for you guys, so please subscribe to our channel, share the video around, and we'll see you next time here at Razor Emporium for all things vintage shaving.